So good afternoon. We are back again. We are going to talk about this absolute dosser and Alexander Usyk. Before we do that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would appreciate that. We're en route to 10K on this channel. Thank you to everyone who's come over from the main channel. Appreciate it. If you want to leave a donation, feel free. Much obliged. Hit the thanks option. But most importantly, stick a thumbs up on the video. I would appreciate that. That does do wonders for the algorithm. But if you've been living under a rock, you wouldn't know this, but anybody who hasn't been living under a rock would now know that the Tyson Fury against Alexander Usyk fight is now off. We're not going to see an undisputed heavyweight champion. We're not going to see one guy with all four belts. All we've had so far since this chat in the ring about you gappy teeth, you're a little middleweight, all we've seen from then on is just waffle and talk and Tyson Fury doing Tyson Fury-like things. Like it's been absolutely embarrassing and cringe at times. One of these guys wants to fight. The other one of these guys ain't really interested in fighting. Couldn't care less. He said he'd fight for free, Tyson Fury, at one point. I'd fight for free. I'd get in the ring for free. I'm a fighting man. I'm a fighting man. Really? Well, this fight is apparently broken down due to money. So if you're a fighting man, mate, then why aren't you fighting? Fury has now blamed Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight fight falling through. And it's gone kind of mad. Like, this has been going on with negotiations, finally collapsing and not collapsing, then back on again, then finally collapsing again. And it's just pathetic. It's a sideshow. Fury has accused Usyk of running. And he said, you were never man enough to tangle with the Gypsy King ever in your life. Okay, mate. Usyk has finally accepted the 70-30 split on the proviso that Fury made a sizable donation to the Ukrainian relief effort, which is believed to have been around the million euros, I think he wanted donated. In a foul-mouthed tirade on social media on Thursday, Fury declared that Usyk tried all week to get out of it, begging for a rematch. You got your rematch, then you didn't even want to fight at that, he continued. You're a little 14-stone coward, Fury continued on. Usyk's promoter, Alexander Usyk, revealed on Sky Sports discussions over a rematch clause and the purse split for a potential second fight was the final straw for the unified champion. Now, he told Sky Sports that was the clause that ended the whole negotiations, basically. The discussion about the rematch split was at the point where Usyk was fed up with everything. He said, how many more times do I have to bow my head in front of Tyson? Why should I do this? It's enough. Either he accepts what I say or I leave. Tyson didn't accept and he left. Usyk did say one fight deal that could be acceptable, though, was the 70-30 split should not be 70-30, is what he's saying. The fight, it appears, cannot be saved. The coming days, the WBA is expected to instruct Usyk to box the mandatory Daniel Dubois, which would be an all right fight. Let's be real. Dubois, I don't think is anywhere near that level, but he's a very, very talented boxer. But he may step up. Listen, it'll be a good fight. It's obviously not the fight we all wanted, but big up to Dubois. If he gets his fight, he's mandatory, so he should do. Dubois, keep running. Dubois at the copper box now, Fury said. And always know you and anybody else like you could never tangle with the Gypsy King. Now, the thing that winds me up with Tyson Fury, right? Listen, there's no doubting he's a good boxer. Yeah, there's no doubt in that. It's all the baggage that comes with it. And it's all the hype and the drama. Tyson Fury didn't want this fight. He can chat as much smoke and as much smack and as much BS and as much rubbish online as he wants. The fact and reality is, if he wanted this fight, they'd be having the fight. He didn't want the fight, and that is why he put so many demands on the table that eventually Usyk said, bollocks, I'm out. I'm out, mate. I'm gone. Like, and I said this on the previous video I done on here. Fair enough, Tyson's the draw. He brings in all the money, he brings the crowds in, he's a crowd pleaser and all of that. Cool, we get that. He's the biggest name. He's getting all the money in. I understand that. Cool. But if Usyk wins, then it should be Usyk getting the majority of the money on a rematch. But no, not in Tyson Fury's world. In Tyson Fury's world, it's I'm the biggest fighting man and I'm bigger and better than you. I draw the crowds bigger and better than you. So even if you beat me, I want more of the money on the second fight. I'm sorry, in what world is that possible? Like, tell me if I'm being an idiot here or being stupid here, because if you've now not got your belt and he's got all of them, now he's the draw. You have to go and get your belts back, mate, which means you're bowing down to him. So I don't really understand this. And Frank Warren as well sat on TalkSport the other day saying that the belts will only be up for once. They won't be up for the rematch because obviously there's mandatories in the way as well. So I don't really get it. The fact and reality is Tyson Fury did not want this fight. If he wanted the fight, he wouldn't have made it so impossible for Usyk to keep saying yes, yes, yes. And listen, Usyk, is well within his rights. He's well entitled to sit there and say, no, I'm pulling out then. Because when you're being put in the gutter and you're being put down, when you have 3 of the belts, and all the fans want to see it, he bent over and said, cool, 70-30, sweet, I'll take the 30, no drama. You want to do this, you want to ring walk first, you want this, you want that, or whatever the other stipulations were, he's bent over and said yes to all of them. But now, if he beats you, you want him to bend over again and take more of the money on the rematch. I'm sorry, but how much more should Usyk be taking here? Yeah, and I make him right. Pull out, mug him off, highlight it, get your guy, your trainer on Sky Sports, tell us what's been happening. Tyson Fury is a waffler, he's a bullshitter, he's a great character. Fantastic boxer, no disputing that. But he is a blagger. He is an absolute blagger. Yeah, this guy thinks he can con the public. Well, you ain't conning me, mate. Yeah, and there's millions of other people out there, and I mean millions, that have probably had enough of him now. Because this has happened with Anthony Joshua. This has happened with Wilder. This has happened with Usyk. It's just a circus of crap along the way. All we want as fight fans is to see the best fighters fight each other. You don't get this rubbish in MMA. Yeah, they make it happen. Bang, job done. There ain't no talking and old person. And no. We're having a fight, mate. Only in boxing with Tyson Fury do we see this. Have a look at every big fight that has been trying to get on. The AJ fight, the Wilder fight, Usyk fight. It's always been Fury trying to be the big man, trying to be the blagger, trying to get the more money, trying to get the most this. Like, why don't you just fight? He openly sits there and says he'll donate all the money to charity. Rubbish. You didn't, did you, mate? You haven't paid your bets. Like, he just talks. It's a great story, great drama. Fight fans in the stadium and watching around the world love it when he got in and all of this in front of Usyk. Yeah, gappy teeth. What's wrong with gappy teeth? Gappy teeth. You gappy teeth, little middleweight. Like, sort of sounds great, hypes everybody up. But the fact in reality is he is the hardest to negotiate with because he thinks his level's clear of where he is. Mate, you've got one belt. And if you really wanted to be the greatest, you have to take the fight. You have to win the fight, win it convincingly, undisputed. Undisputed. But he didn't, because he's more interested in the money and being able to say, I'm the big man here, you're just a little middleweight, and I'm going to demand what I want, and if you don't like it, tough, you'll pull out, and then I can spin it on you. It's great. It's great for Tyson Fury, because now Usyk's camp is saying, yeah, we pulled out because of the demands. Now he's coming online saying, oh, he was scared, he didn't want it anyway. If there was anybody who didn't want it, Tyson, it was you. Yeah? It was you. Your trainer wasn't even here to train you. Like, come on. Like, what is going on here? The trainer's flight is booked for the day before the fight back to America. Like, get in the bin. People buy into this. I like Tyson Fury as a boxer. I think he's a great boxer. But Tyson Fury, outside of all this drama and crap, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, you're turning a lot of people off here. A lot of people have gone off him based off of this, based off of AJ, based off of the smack talk with Wilder. I know they have to promote the fight, they have to build it up and all of that. I get that. But we wanted to see these two box. We wanted to see who is actually the best out of these two. We wanted to see who's going to end up undisputed with all the belts, all the titles. But no, the big bum dosser decides he's bigger and better than everyone else and demands what he wants. Cool, whatever. No problem. No drama, mate. Yeah, but don't expect me to be sitting here all happy, yeah, and taking your side. No, I'm with Usyk on this. Yeah, I'm 100 with Usyk on this. Yeah, and listen, Usyk's camp might be lying through their teeth, but they sound more convincing than him. Put it that way. And having seen Tyson do this before, I'm more inclined to believe the Usyk camp. I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on all of this. Is the Dosser to blame here, or is it Usyk being a wimp? Leave it in the comment section. Let me know. Make sure you are smashing a like on the video. That would be great. It also helps the algorithm. And thank you very much. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Not sure what yet, but it'll be something topical, something that's trending, etc., etc. Do go back and check the other videos out. Apparently, Oasis may be getting back together. Loved them as a kid. Make sure you go and check them out on the video that I did yesterday. And yeah, man, put your notification bells on. We're out of here, people. Have a blessed Friday. Adios, amigo.